Getting into firearms can feel like stepping into a tornado of gear reviews, opinions, and endless must-haves. But here's the truth no one tells new shooters. Most of that gear you're rushing to buy is doing more harm than good. And the stuff that actually matters, it's usually an afterthought. In this video, I'm breaking down the essentials, the gear that works, the gear that lasts, and the gear that makes you look like you know exactly what you're doing. I know what you're thinking. What gear do I actually need versus what's just marketing hype? How much should I spend without going broke? And how do I avoid looking like a complete rookie on my first range day? Well, after seeing countless new shooters waste money on garbage gear that makes their experience miserable, I've put together the definitive list that'll save you time, money, and embarrassment. Before we jump in, if you're serious about getting into shooting the right way, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell. Here at Brass and Steel, we give you the straight talk on firearms without the BS, and you don't want to miss what's coming. I'll give you specific brand recommendations, real-world pricing, and the rookie mistakes that'll instantly mark you as a newbie. Plus, I'll tell you which expensive gear you can skip and which budget items actually work. We'll start with the gear that could literally save your hearing and eyesight, work through the stuff that makes range day actually enjoyable, and finish with the training tools that make you a better shooter faster. First up, and this is non-negotiable. Protect your hearing. Here's something that'll blow your mind. Firearms produce sounds that can hit 175 decibels. To put that in perspective, a jet engine at takeoff is only 140 decibels. I've seen too many old schoolers shoot who were basically deaf because they thought they were tough enough to skip ear protection. Don't be that guy. Your future self will thank you. Now, you've got two main options: earplugs and earmuffs. Those cheap foam earplugs from the gas station, they'll work in a pinch. But if you're serious about shooting, electronic earmuffs are a game changer. I'm talking about stuff like the Howard Light Impact Sport or Walker's Razor Slim. These bad boys amplify normal conversation while instantly cutting out gunfire noise, so you can hear the range officer's commands or trash talk your buddies. But when someone touches off a 308, it's like someone hit the mute button. Pro tip: double up with foam plugs under your electronic muffs, especially at indoor ranges. Indoor ranges are basically concrete echo chambers that'll rattle your teeth. Trust me, your ears will thank you. Budget around $50 to $80 for decent electronic muffs. Yeah, it seems like a lot, but hearing damage is permanent. And hearing aids cost way more than good ear protection. Next up, eye protection. And no, your regular sunglasses don't cut it, even if they're expensive. Here's the deal. Shooting involves hot brass flying around, powder residue, and the occasional ricochet that'll ruin your whole day. I've seen guys take brass to the face that would have blinded them without proper eye pro. You need glasses that meet ANSI Z87.1 safety standards, or MIL PRF 32432 for ballistic rated protection. Brands like Wiley X, ESS, and Oakley SI make stuff that's actually designed for this. These aren't your dad's safety glasses. They look good and work even better. Clear lenses for indoor ranges, tinted for outdoor shooting. Some come with interchangeable lenses, which is pretty slick if you shoot in different conditions. Anti-fog coating is worth every penny. Nothing worse than fogged up glasses when you're trying to make a good shot. Expect to spend $30 to $100 depending on features. Your vision is irreplaceable, so don't cheap out here. Every shooter needs a good range bag. But here's where most guys mess up. They either buy something too small or some tactical monstrosity that screams, "Look at me!" A good range bag keeps your stuff organized and makes you look like you know what you're doing. Nothing says rookie like dumping a grocery bag full of random gear on the shooting bench. Look for multiple compartments to separate your ammo, ear, and eye protection. tools, and personal stuff. Reinforced stitching and quality zippers are crucial. Cheap bags fall apart faster than your New Year's resolutions. Savior Equipment and 511 Tactical make solid options. Some have dedicated padded compartments for handguns, which is clutch for transport. You want something that'll last and won't embarrass you at the range. A decent bag runs $40 to $120. It's one of those things you buy once and use for years, so get something good. You need something to shoot at, and this is where beginners often overthink it. Start with simple paper targets. Bullseyes for precision work, silhouettes for defensive practice. They're cheap, easy to score, and help you track your progress. Save the fancy reactive targets for later when you're not still figuring out which end the bullet comes from. Paper targets cost pennies each, and you can get them anywhere. Pair them with a basic target stand or cardboard backer. Don't overcomplicate this. Now, if you want to step up your game, AR-500 steel targets are awesome. They give you instant feedback with that satisfying ping when you connect. It's like getting a high five from your target. Just make sure you're shooting from the proper distance. Steel targets don't forgive stupid mistakes. Paper targets, $10 to $20 for a big stack. Steel targets, $50 to $200 depending on size. Start with paper. Upgrade to steel when you're consistently hitting what you're aiming at. Even if you're not putting thousands of rounds downrange, you need to clean your gun. A dirty gun is an unreliable gun. An unreliable gun is dangerous. Here's the thing most new shooters don't realize. Modern firearms are pretty forgiving, but neglect them long enough and they'll bite you when you least expect it. A universal cleaning kit is perfect for beginners. Hobson Otis makes kits that have everything you need. Cleaning rods, brushes, patches, and solvent. These companies have been around forever because they make stuff that works. Also, grab a bore snake. It's like a pull-through cleaning system that's perfect for quick cleanings. Takes 30 seconds and keeps your barrel happy between deep cleanings. A good cleaning kit runs $30 to $60. It's cheap insurance for your investment, and there's something satisfying about a clean, well-maintained firearm. If you've bought ammo lately, you know it's not cheap. Proper storage protects your investment and keeps everything organized. Moisture is ammunition's worst enemy. It causes corrosion, misfires, and can turn your expensive ammo into expensive paperweights. Military surplus ammo cans are the gold standard. They're airtight, watertight, and built to last decades. You can find them at surplus stores or online. Plastic options from Plano and MTM are lighter and work great too. Throw some desiccant packs in there to absorb moisture, and label everything with caliber and date. Nothing worse than playing guess the caliber when you're trying to load up for range day. Ammo cans cost $10 to $30 each. Desiccant packs $5 to $10. A small investment to protect your ammo investment. If you're planning to carry your firearm, either at the range or eventually for protection, you need a proper holster. And no, that Uncle Mike's nylon special doesn't count. Holsters come in leather, nylon, and Kydex. For beginners, Kydex is usually the way to go. It's durable, provides good retention, and doesn't break in or wear out like leather can. Brands like Tolster and Vetter make excellent holsters that are molded specifically for your gun model. No generic one-size-fits-none garbage that'll let your gun rattle around. If you're practicing reloads, a magazine carrier is clutch. It keeps your spare mags accessible and makes you look like you know what you're doing. Quality holsters run $50 to $100. Magazine carriers $20 to $40. Buy once, cry once. Cheap holsters are dangerous holsters. If you're planning any prone shooting or spending time at outdoor ranges, a shooting mat is a game changer. Shooting mats give you a clean, comfortable surface for prone positions and protect your clothes from dirt, gravel, and whatever else is on the ground. Plus, they provide a stable shooting platform. Look for padded and a non-slip bottom. Midway USA and VISM make affordable options that roll up compact. Nothing fancy needed, just something between you and the ground. Shooting mats, $25 to $60. Especially useful for rifle work where you'll be on the ground for extended periods. Here's where smart shooters separate themselves from the pack. Dry fire training tools. Dry fire practice is like free range time. You can work on the fundamentals at home without burning through expensive ammo. It builds muscle memory and improves trigger control, grip, and sight alignment. Laser training systems like Mantis X or Laserlight give you instant feedback on your shooting. Snap caps let you practice reloads and malfunction drills safely at home. The best part? You can practice every day without leaving the house or spending money on ammo. 10 minutes of dry fire practice daily will make you a better shooter than most guys who only practice at the range. Laser trainers, $50 to $150. Snap caps, $10 to $20. The improvement in your shooting is priceless. Last but not least, what you wear matters more than you think. First rule, no open-toed shoes. Ever. Hot brass hurts, and drop guns hurt worse. Sturdy sneakers or boots with good traction are non-negotiable. Long sleeves protect your arms from hot brass, and trust me, getting tagged by hot 45 brass is not fun. Cotton or synthetic materials work fine. Just avoid anything that melts easily. A baseball cap protects your face from sun and flying debris. Plus, it keeps hot brass from going down your shirt, which is always an unpleasant surprise. Dress for success. Comfortable, protective clothing that lets you focus on shooting instead of being uncomfortable. Here's what separates the smart shooters from the gear collectors. Start with the basics and upgrade as you learn what you actually need. Don't blow your budget on fancy gear before you know how to use the basics. A good shooter with basic gear will outperform a poor shooter with expensive gear every time. Buy quality where it matters. Safety gear, holsters, and anything that affects reliability. You can save money on targets, bags, and accessories. Most importantly, invest in training and practice time. Gear doesn't make you a better shooter. Practice does. So, there you have it. The essential gear that'll set you up for success without breaking the bank or making you look like a rookie. But here's what I didn't mention. There's one critical mistake new shooters make with their gear that can actually make them less safe. And it has nothing to do with what they buy. I'm talking about the mindset that expensive gear makes up for lack of training. The most important thing you can invest in isn't gear. It's knowledge and practice time. If this video helped you figure out what gear you actually need, smash that like button and let me know in the comments what your first purchase is going to be. Are you going to start with electronic ear protection? Or are you one of those guys who's going to start with steel targets? And if you haven't subscribed to Brass and Steel yet, what are you waiting for? We're constantly testing gear, breaking down techniques, and giving you the honest information you need to become a better shooter. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Drop a comment and let me know what gear you wish someone had told you about when you started shooting. The Brass and Steel community is always sharing great insights, and I read every single comment. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one.